Welcome to CAS 133 Basic Computer, Microsoft Office, Columbia Gorge Community College, the Dalles, Oregon, Linda Hughitt instructor. We're going to be talking about week 2 and what you need to do during week 2. This week is really going to focus around email, some internet projects, information about buying a computer, and then the forum. You'll notice there are quite a few additional support options up here that you can use if you find them helpful. Your weekly goals, your direction summary, which really basically talks about what are you going to need to be doing during the week. The one that it talks about is the buying a computer summary. You'll notice that's in quotes. This is not a summary like you're telling me back what I told you, because I already know what I told you. This is more of an application, and you'll be doing, anytime you see the word summary in this class, an application of it. So you're going to view the instructional PowerPoint. I'll show you where that is in just a minute. And then you're going to talk about the features that will be most important to you when you buy your next computer. You're not going to give me a web link. You're not going to give me a brand name and an exact style of a computer. You're not going to do any type of research like that. What you're going to do is think about what are you using a computer for and what do you need features-wise. For example, if I was going to buy a new computer, there are some features that I need to have on it. There are also some features I would want to have on it. There's a difference between a need and a want. I need it to be reasonably small, so I need to keep in the 15 and under range size. Anything in those big 17-inch size for a laptop doesn't fit in my backpack when I'm flying. That also means I'm going to be looking at a laptop. I'm not going to be looking at a desktop. I also am not interested in a tablet at this point in time because of the use I use for my other job. I need the computing power of a laptop versus a tablet, and I have an iPad anyway. So basically I'm going to need at least 6 gigabytes of RAM, because that's what this one has and does pretty well. So that means by the time I replace it, I'm looking at 8 or whatever the newest best number is. I need at least a 500 gigabyte hard drive, but it would be really cool if I could pick up a 2 terabyte drive, and then I don't have to have a backup drive on my desk all the time and run around and chase down a backup terabyte drive. Actually, it's a 2 terabyte drive, because a 1 terabyte drive would be full. So those are the types of things I'm thinking about. I prefer an AMD processor. Intels are okay, and if it was at a cheap enough price, I would get an Intel. I've had them multiple times, and they're good processors. But I tend to like an AMD because even though I don't watch movies per se on my computer, like a lot of you will put a DVD in and watch, that's pretty rare for me to do that. I do streaming video a fair amount, and anytime you're using video, an AMD processor moves a larger chunk of it at a time, so therefore it's often a little bit more efficient. It's also usually a cheaper processor. It doesn't have quite the big name brand draw on it, so you can often get the computer slightly cheaper. I probably want a webcam now. Didn't used to think I did, but now with grandkids in different places, probably do. I haven't burned a CD or a DVD in so many years, I really don't need that, but I do need the DVD CD player on it. I use a CF card, compact flash card, with my camera, so therefore very few laptops would have it, so I really don't need a card reader. I use an external one or a cable. So those are the types of things I'm talking about. I'm talking about what do you need. Every person's needs are slightly different. What is important to you? There's a wish on my wish list, and that's a backlit keyboard. That's a keyboard with actual lights on it, because I've actually worn the letters off of my keyboard. My husband hates to type with it because he can't see where the letters are. And sometimes I use it in dark settings, and it's really hard that when you don't have letters left on a lot of your keys, it's really hard to figure out where you are to even get in home row to start typing. So I would like a backlit keyboard. It'd make it easier in those dark situations, and hopefully that also means I wouldn't wear the letters off. I'm missing it on 1, 2, 3, 6 or 7 keys already. So given that, that's what I'm looking for, except in a written format, and having it apply to your life and your computer use and your computer needs, not to mine. So that's one of the assignments. There's also an email assignment this week. You're going to be sending me 2 emails. They're going to be going to my college email account. They're going to be new emails, not replies to other emails. They're going to be ones you start on your computer, not your phone, not your tablet. This is a computer assignment in a computer class. The first one is just going to be kind of a basic email. You can chit-chat with whatever you'd like to do. Its subject line is to be email assignment number 1. Following directions does get you more points than being creative, i.e. not following directions. The second one, you're to send to the same address, except this time you're to attach a document. And to be polite, you're going to always tell me that you are sending me an email attachment, since that is one of the ways that infections can be sent. And some of these Autobots do, in fact, infect computers and send them that way. So it may look like it came from you when it didn't. So you need to put a personal statement either in the subject line or inside the body of the email, telling me you are, in fact, sending me an email attachment. And then the subject line is email assignment number 2. And if you want to say with attachment, you can. And then you're going to send me something. Now, I've suggested it could be your WordPad or your paint project. It could be a picture you've taken. It could be a Word document. Just keep it small. Don't send me videos. Don't send me great big files, because our college email is a little picky and it will block it. Then you have a couple of internet assignments to do. And you're going to be doing a scavenger hunt. You're going to download it either in Microsoft Word, which means that you have Microsoft Word, one version or another on your computer. It doesn't have to be the 2013 yet, but it does have to be Office, not Open Office or something else. Most likely to be able to open it. Or you can download it in a TXT, use the WordPad. It's a lot more work for you to do that, because you're going to have to basically type in addresses and copy and paste. So you may want to download the 60-day free trial, but at this point you're going to need Office 2013 next week anyway. So you'd be better off just getting your software program and getting started. But you can do it this week without the software and without the book. Not having the book and not having the software is not an excuse for getting behind during week 1 and week 2. But next week it will become a problem for you. The second one is an internet good sites. I've given some sites that are reliable sites, and I've given some sites that are not. It is focused around a medical topic, and you're to go in there and figure out whether or not that site would be a reliable one. And then, of course, you have your forum posting to also do. Now, what else are you going to need to know while you're getting through this? Well, you're going to need to read about Wikipedia and how I view Wikipedia, and I may not view it the same as a lot of your instructors do. I've looked at some of the research that's been done about validity with Wikipedia. You're going to need to look at the email instructions. There's a PowerPoint here. And when you download the PowerPoint, after it's downloaded, you will find that you can view it, and it actually has sound built into it. So it's been narrated. It's not a narration of exactly what's on the screen, but if you're doing ADA type of situation, what's on the screen is covered enough that you can use either the audio or the visual. However, the audio does have some extra information like a class lecture would have. So you need to view that, and I will show you that in here. It's downloaded. So you're going to open it up. It will go to your version of Office. My machine is still running 2010, but it will be switched over shortly. You will probably need to do enable editing. Got to go down here, and there's some little tools at the bottom, and you want to put it in presentation view. And then when you click on that icon right here,
in this PowerPoint, we're going to be talking about email. In this PowerPoint,
go to the next slide and do a repeat, and you can listen on each slide to the material that's provided to you. You do need speakers or headphones for that. Same for the internet, except it has actually more materials in that folder. It has directions for the internet project. It has an audio file about internet safety, and it has the internet safety transcript if you would do better with a visual versus a auditory. It has an online safety story that's available to you. It's probably not a true story, but it sort of brings home the point. It has a file about the internet. It's a PowerPoint, and then some information about a virus warning type of material there. So you want to check those out, go through all of those before you start the internet assignments. There is also buying the computer PowerPoint. Again, when you click on it, you can either right-click, save link as, which will let you control where it saves to, or if you're using Google Chrome, it just likes to download it right to that bottom toolbar, which is always my first choice. Now, if you're going to do the Scavenger Hunt, you're going to want to download that for Office or Word right there. If you don't have any version of Office at all on your machine or anything that will open and run an Office version, then you'll need to use the TXT and a repeat here and a repeat here. Now, because these, you may not be opening all four, you're going to open one and one. You will mark yourself here which ones you've used. Here's the reminder about your email that you need to do. And you will upload your Internet Scavenger Hunt here, your Internet Good Sites here, and you're uploading the buying your computer summary there. There is also a forum posting that must be still closed, but you will see it when you log in the next time. So that talks you through basically what you're going to be needing to do for week 2. Again, if you have any questions, let me know by email.